obviously needs that fuel because we provide him with a lot more oxygen. But for your normal everyday guy that wants to increase his performance, make his car breathe better, we actually bring his fuel consumption down.
Wow. Now that's especially with the rising fuel price, I think all of us on this podcast can agree upon the fact that we would love to bring our fuel consumption down.
Exactly. I mean, I'll send a few pictures to you, Cameron. I did a software upgrade on my Hilux Bucky, which is a 2.5 D4D, right, a Raider. And most people don't know it's a 2.5 D4D because it's a limited edition and it came with a 3-liter body and 3-liter interior.
Okay.
I did the software upgrade. I did nothing else to the vehicle. I stood next to a normal 3-liter D4D. I'm, if not faster than them off the line. And on a long distance, I'm faster than them. But the most amazing part is when I leave from Joburg and I reach Bergview, I've used less than quarter tank of diesel. Whereas that guy has used 3/4 tanks. So it shows you the difference in terms of capability of fuel consumption.
So would you say that that is purely because of the software upgrades? Or, I mean, I know you for quite a number of years and I know your racing style. so I want to just put it out there. If you, let's say, for instance, we had to do a time run, you in your 2.5, do a time run and then get into the 3-liter D4D and do a time run. Are you saying that you would still be faster with your 2.5 D4D? Because, like I said, me driving my car goes very, very fast. When you drive my car, I still, up till today, hold on to the seats. So,
so it's very dependent, right? I still believe, listen, with a 3-liter, I can do a lot of damage, for example. And I can't commit to saying my 2.5 D4D will be faster than 3-liter if I'm the driver, if I'm the sole driver.
Yeah.
Right? Because driving styles make a very big difference on a vehicle.
No,
it's not about what you got under the hood, it's what who you got behind the wheel.
No, that's true.
Right? And it's
That's
always
a quote
been
from
the
Fast
case.
and Furious, by the way, one of our favorite movies.
Yeah. So it depends on that, but my outcome of my vehicle was not performance, right? My outcome of my vehicle was to make it run better and to make it more fuel efficient. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because it is a shop bucky.
Okay.
It's the support vehicle for all our clients that go to track days and stuff like that. When they phone us, they say, hey, listen, Aiden, Trishen's the performance head mechanic. So when they phone us and they say, listen, guys, we got, I'm doing a track day this Sunday, I need some support, whatever, we load up the bucky with all our tools and we go support our clients. We don't leave you. We give a lot of after sales service.
So that's in, sorry, just to touch on that a little bit. So for all the racers out there, if you're interested in racing and track days and things like that there, and you come out to AutoElite to do
We do race
performance,
preps.
what additional onto the service is obviously supporting you at a race day itself. So,
Exactly. So we basically become your pit crew. I mean, Ferrari introduced it with the FXX, so we decided, not everybody can afford a FXX. We became those guys.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, a couple of months ago, you were telling me about a track day at Kyalami. So if you want to talk about what you actually offer from a track day perspective, just go on with.
So for a track day preparation, what we do is Trishen gets more involved on the side of the world per se. You bring the car in, for example, your track day is on a Saturday. You bring the car in on a Wednesday. We go through the vehicle bumper to bumper, as I said before. We make sure the car is safe for you. We make sure you got the right tires. We make sure you got the right fuel. We read your car again, make sure you got no faults. We make sure the car is basically running 110%. And with that noted, when we do the race preps, we also go and support the client. Like I said, on-site support at the track. If per se something does go wrong, and I mean, we're not all perfect, but we a company that will sit by you and support you through that.
I think that's a big thing from a support perspective. Obviously, with regards to your packages that you offer in terms of performance side. If I'm out at a track day and I don't know, I managed to blow something, would you be able to assist with that?
We did. Obviously, depends on what track day and what your budget sits on. We do carry spares based on the vehicle, just in case. I think out of the
No, but I mean, like,
call it 20 times we've been at the track already, We've never had a car blow up. I mean, the guy drove the car to the track and drove it back. That's our philosophy. We don't like trailer queens.
No, of course. And the other thing is, I mean, obviously, if the guy blows his entire engine, that's something that you can't replace an engine. But I mean, if something has to happen, I don't know. I'm just look. My mechanical knowledge is not that great. So let's just take a stupid example: the water pump blows, or the water pump, the fuel line that is connecting, or something. I don't know.
Whichever way. So when it comes to major components, obviously we'll advise that you stop racing.
Yes.
Obviously for reasons.
But I mean, if it's like a full, what can I use as an example? A turbo.
If your turbo goes, we'll carry a spare turbo. We'll reconnect your new turbo or whatever you need to be done within an hour or two. You'll be back on the track. Most common faults on the track is drive shafts, CV joints, the wheel blowing out and stuff like that. That is the most common factors on the track.
You would carry the spares, like for instance, I blow a tire, or I took a turn too fast and the wheel spun, and I broke my CV joint, as an example. You would, depending on the person's budget, obviously.
We would have those spares on hand, and for a CV joint, for example, within 20 minutes you'll be back on the track. That's the kind of versatility AutoElite offers, and we pride ourselves in it because, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of companies don't offer it.
No, I think it's all about service at the end of the day. Service and customer care, I think.
And by the way, because we're South African, we carry a Bryce stand and Boerewors rolls.
No, of course we have to.
Unless you want to go eat up the curry den.
Yeah,
sorry, I keep forgetting the name. Now, the reason why I forget the name is because the food is so good that I'm not bothered about marketing.
Talking about Niri's Curry Bar, today is Saturday, and if you're out there on a Saturday and a Thursday, the specials are 20% off every second bunny chow that you buy. So two of us, we are definitely going there after this. So my bunny is going to be at the 20% discount because Aiden...
I thought mine is going to be at the...
No, dude. You are the business owner here. I'm doing this all for free. So your bunny will be full price, and my bunny will be at 20% discount. And because we are family, there isn't a slight additional discount. But we can include you guys if you go to Niri's Curry Bar after hearing this podcast and you quote the word "the fresh cut." You will be eligible for an additional discount. I have spoken to Auntie Niri, and you will be eligible for an additional discount. And depending on the day, depending on whether it's a special day, being a Wednesday for the Wednesday specials, you possibly could get something for free. So again, quote "the fresh cut" at Niri's Curry Bar. We'll give you the details. It's on on the corner of 2nd and Johannesburg Road in Bramley Q. So if you're around the area in Johannesburg and you're looking for curry, homemade curry, one of Auntie Niri's catchphrases is "made with love." And I think that is what we're all about. The love and the passion of our business. The love and the passion of automobiles. I think from what I'm hearing, and I think you guys on the podcast can also attest to this, that what I'm hearing from Aiden right now is a love and a passion for automobiles. And when it comes to a love and a passion for something that you do, you end up doing it a lot better than most other people. So it's not a job per se, because just to give you guys some background, prior to Aiden actually opening up this awesome AutoElite garage, guys, we're here at AutoElite live at the garage. Prior to actually opening up the garage, you were an analyst for, let's say, beauty products. Completely different.
So, I started this, and I actually blame Cameron for it.
Follow your dream.
Yeah. So, Cameron, by trade, is a sub-consultant, a very freaking good one at it. And he guided me down that path because, obviously, doing your passion needs money. So for me to make my passion happen, I needed the money behind it. And being an analyst, I would say, listen, when month end comes, you're not going to be whining about your debit orders per se, right? Obviously, it depends on what your budget looks like. But that's where I started. I'm by trade, and I'm actually a coder. I'm a programmer. I do automations and stuff, or I used to do rather. Until I woke up one day and I said, you know what? There's a lot of guys out here. There's a lot of people out there that have their passion but let it die. And with that said, I actually had a discussion with Cameron last year sometime, and he asked me, why am I doing it? Or why is he doing this? Because I mean, I've got a bond to pay. I've got a kid that's here now, which is fat. I don't know how he gets so fat. His mother feeds him so much milk. But anyways,
Thankfully, the
you
kid,
just think everywhere.
thankfully, baby Kale looks like the wife because
Yeah, thankfully. But as I'm saying, a lot of guys jumped and took the opportunity to follow their passions. And listen, they said they became successful. They made this amount of money. They driving these cars and they doing this and they buying these houses. They going on these holidays. I'm not the guy who's gonna make it all flowery for you.
yeah.
Making that decision was the hardest decision of my life. Knowing that I have a kid on the way, knowing that I have bills, it was the hardest decision of my life, because having a family and doing this at the same time is not easy. And I'm going to be honest with you guys that are listening to this podcast. It was literally a fresh cut for me, because I had to start from day one. I had a hobby, I had a passion for it previously, but I was passionate as a customer, not as an owner for having a company like this. But being in that situation, like I said, guys, my best words to you is think about it very carefully. Think about where you're going to be. Think about what you're going to do. Think about who you're supporting and stuff like that, and whether they support you back, because it's not as easy as YouTube will make it out to be. It's not as easy as Warren Buffett makes it out to be. It's not as easy as Rich Dad, Poor Dad kind of situation. They give you the glorified sides of it. They give you 10% of what the struggle actually is. And if you don't really have a passion, and I'm using that word quite often because it's not just a word, it's blood, sweat, and literally tears.
No, at the end of the day, Aiden, if I have to say, if you want to tell me quickly, in terms of your team quickly, how many guys are there?
I've got Sipo, I've got Nelson, I've got Odi, who obviously look after the guys. I've got Brandon, Dumasani, Trisheri is my partner, and I've got Bradley, which is my partner.
Okay, cool. So apart from the partners, just in your team, just your team, you're looking at about 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah.
Guys, 4 or 5 people, livelihoods. 4 or 5 people depend on you. At the end of the day, at the end of the month, come month end, those guys are looking to you to pay their salaries, looking to you to pay their bills. So this isn't something that if you don't have a passion for, if you're not willing to work hard. All the time, a lot of people said, man, if I can just quit my job and do my own thing, I'll be much better off. Dude, on the first of every single month, you need to know that 4 or 5 people are relying on you for their debit orders, for their food, for their bond payments or rent payments, whatever the case may be. It's extremely stressful. So we don't want to we don't want to sugarcoat it.
No, if you come here at our garage, we don't sugarcoat anything. We will tell you straight up. We will tell you the honest truth. And if you don't like what we say, to be honest, we advise our customers. We don't shove them away or anything like that. We tell them the truth. If you feel comfortable still working with us and doing things, we're more than happy to assist you. But we're not going to sugarcoat anything that we tell you, any advice that we give you, for that matter, for even pricing. We're not going to sugarcoat it and say,
it is what it is.
It costs so much here, but we got it at this price. It's not the case. We're straightforward. We're honest. This is what we offer. This is the quality of work we offer. And I guarantee you the next time we see your face in your car in our garage is for something else.
No, well, just taking a walk around, I got the opportunity to meet a couple of your clients, and from what I've noticed, from what I've seen, I wouldn't actually call them customers. I wouldn't call them clients. I think they become part of the AutoElite family. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you guys know, family looks after family. So when you come down to AutoElite, you're not just a client. You're not just a customer. And again, guys, this isn't just a sales pitch. This isn't something that we just say, like we said, it started